Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yes, we're here at the Grand Canyon. I'm telling you, this national park is just second to none. It was so impressive. The elk, as you can see there in the pictures, were everywhere. They're so desensitized to people, they'll just about walk right up to you. They're very impressive, very big. These are some pictures of the mules that they use to carry the campers down to the bottom of the valley that camp down there. They've got about 60 of them there, and there's the barn that they take care of them, and the feed house. And the Grand Canyon's something else. They also have their own railroad. I was very impressed with that. I couldn't believe it, and it's still in use today. It goes to a little town called Williams, but it's very impressive. There's a section here that I clicked on that you can stop this and put it on pause and read about this Grand Canyon Railroad station right there. Mary and I are parked in front of it. Uh, this plaque here kind of explains its existence. It's been around since the early 1900s, so it's pretty impressive as well. These are some little cabins that they have to rent, and there's a ton of travel lodging here. There's three inns, two restaurants, and it's all down in a little area called the Village. They have two campgrounds down there as well, and people come from everywhere to see this. I was totally impressed with the people. We talked to some folks from Denmark. We talked to folks from Germany, and it's just really impressive that something like this can bring people from all over the world. These trees are Mary's favorite trees. This little fella here is named Luther. He was a good guy and enjoyed playing with him for a brief time. Here's the shuttle stops, and you can get on the shuttle. This park is huge. It takes time to get around to see all of it, to do the things right. This dial that's fixing to come up in the picture tells you the tribes that call the canyon home, and there's about 12 of them that actually still live in the bottom of the canyon in different areas. But it's just beyond belief. We were on the south rim. The colors are these pictures are can nowhere do justice to it, but it was just totally incredible. I mean, it just takes your breath away. And how deep and vast and wide this thing is. I think the widest part of it is 16 miles. Uh, it's just it's so a little over 7,000 feet of elevation on the south rim, and as you're looking across to the north rim, it's actually 8,000 feet high. So there's quite a bit of difference there, but it's just stunning. It's beyond belief. I had no idea this park was so vast. It's something everyone should take time out to go see. I mean, really, it put me in a perspective place to see what I was worth. I mean, you look at this and you just cannot. Uh, it's hard to fathom, and it kind of puts you in place on how small you really are in this world. And then another way of looking at it for me was, how can you look at this and not realize that there's a God? I mean, I don't know how people do that, and I'm sure some do, but I just don't see how you could. The beauty is just beyond anything man could ever conjure up or manufacture. I mean, it was very cold that morning. We were there at 6. And sun up is at about 5:10, so we didn't make sun up, but it was very cold. It was about 39 degrees, and the wind was blowing about 20 miles an hour. So that's why everybody that was there, and believe it or not, there was quite a few there. Kind of like Mary and I, we had our hoods on and as much clothing on as we could get. These rocks they show along the trail you walk on the rim tells you how old the levels of this thing of the canyon is. Um, the rocks we seen all the way from 525 million years old I think the longest, this is Mary's favorite type tree, too, by the way. That's why I got several shots of it. And that's us up there freezing to death that morning. But it was beautiful. But I think the oldest rock that we seen was like 890 years old. 890 million years, excuse me. So, and all these different rocks are the different levels that they dug out of the canyon that you can see on the canyon walls, and it just tells you how many years those things have been there. So it's pretty incredible. And if you ever get an opportunity to go, I don't think you would ever regret it. It's just something everyone should see.